All right, welcome back to Black Lodge Trivia Night. This is Art, and we're continuing our run through 2011 classic Skyrim. If you remember last time, I kind of got jammed up on a puzzle. I confirmed that I did not miss something on my way here. I think the device I was nervous about missing was just to open the door to get to this area. It doesn't actually do anything in terms of solving the problem. So what I'm going to do is activate. So we got a couple things going on here. We got some kind of indicator what's going on. It somehow lines up with this. I'm assuming that is the thing in the middle up there. And then each of these blue things are going to be... There's a lot of them though, so I don't... Let me click this. Okay, so nothing up top moved. So it's not about lining the top, so it's going to be lining the bottom up with the top. So you got that one in shadow. That one in shadow. I don't know if that's what I'm looking at. I'm assuming that, given that it's like some kind of crystal. Still in shadow. This isn't changing though, so I don't know if I've done something. So that didn't... Okay. That was just lit up a second ago, right? Okay, so that's lit up. This now just activated. I don't quite understand what the feedback is on the puzzle. So that obviously indicates some kind of progress. I'm just going to push the one that just opened. Oh, that's moving the top. Interesting. Okay. Huh. That still looks the same, so I don't quite understand. Was this actually a logic puzzle, or was it just like a Pavlovian press that button until it stops, press that button until it stops, or something? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so I think... Not that I'm smart, but I think I was going to overthink it in my dumb way. Okay. I'll take it. Start at Alduin's Bane. Read the Elder Scroll at the Time Wound. Okay. Okay. Hey, well... I mean, glad to have it behind us. I feel like... So when I was checking on if I missed something, you know, getting to that place, I watched a video, and again, I'm never going to remember any of this stuff, but they mentioned, you know, we were sort of walking around in that underground place, and they mentioned that was one of the larger areas in the world that was sort of like a self-contained place. It's almost like it's a little bit of a city down there. And I don't know if I just sort of cut it short or if we'll have reason to go back. Discerning the transmundane. So yeah, we got to give this lexicon to Septimus. And then yeah, I think we can continue with the story quest. Now Septimus is back up here So what I'll do is fast travel to the Sky Temple Ruin. Something I've gotten really bad about. I think I should be fast traveling less. In my effort to make sure I stay on track with, say, like the main story quest, when I'm trying to bang that out. Okay, there's some kind of creature there. Wolves? Foxes? Not sure. That looks like a walrus. I haven't figured out so when I'm doing the main story quest, what I should say is I'm trying to get it done. Because I really want to, walk the earth and just randomly wander. So I kind of beeline the world navigation while I'm on the main story quest because I want to do the other stuff. But the trick with the other stuff is that's when I should be sort of wandering around. But then I feel like I'm going to end up with a laundry list of side quests so long that I'll lose track of all of them. And so then I'm trying to find out, like, okay, let's just do Thieves Quest, main quest, or I guess we've talked to the Winterhold College. This mask will get me arrested, so I need to be careful about that. Let's go to my items. At least I thought I read that. We're going to take this off. We'll put the Nightingale hood on. Ooh, okay.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. Give it quickly. Extraordinary. I see it now. The ceiling structure interlocks in the tiniest fractals. Dwemer blood can loose the hooks, but none alive remain to bear it. A panoply of their brethren could gather to form a facsimile, a trick. Something they did not anticipate. No, not even them. The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still living provide the key. Bear you hence this extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves. Come when its set is complete.
Okay, so why are you so eager to open the box? And now how do I harvest elf blood? Falmer. Falmers are the creatures, I think, under the orc blood. Okay. Under the, like in the caves, but maybe they're sort of like an offshoot of like elves in a corrupted way or something?
Ah, the box contains the heart. Ah, the essence of a god. I have devoted my life to the Elder Scrolls, but their knowledge is a passing awareness when compared to the encompassing mind of divinity. The Dwemer were the last to touch it. It was thought to have been destroyed by the Nerevarine, but my lord told me otherwise.
Who is your lord?
The Daedric Prince of the Unknown, Hermaeus Mora. I thought there were no secrets left to know until I first spoke to him. He asks a price to work his will. A few murders, some dissent spread, a plague or two, for the secrets I can endure. In time, he brought me here, to the box. But he won't reveal how to open it. Maddening.
Okay. We're too burdened to run, so let me see what I've been picking up. Arrow. I'm over by 6. College boots. I might dump this book. This is a journal, so I'm nervous to drop that. I've learned these so I can dump these even though they're worth a little bit of money, but let's drop that.
When the top level was built, it was and is the maximum apex.
I was hoping there'd be like an alchemy station here. So I don't think you can fast travel while you're overburdened, which makes sense. Do I care about college boots? The question is, do I care about being able to look the part inside? Okay, let's drop this. That's 2. And that should get me there. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Looking at eyeballs, I'm looking at tentacles. Speak with the wretched abyss.
Come closer, bask in my presence.
Who are you?
I am Hermaeus Mora. I am the guardian of the unseen and knower of the unknown. I have been watching you, mortal. Most impressive.
What do you want from me?
Your continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete. He has served me well, but his time is nearing its end. Once that infernal lockbox is opened, he will have exhausted his usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you?
Man. I usually have a policy where I don't become enslaved to demon lords. It served me pretty well most of my life. So I think I might stick with it.
Be warned. Many have thought as you do. I have broken them all. You shall not evade me forever.
Yeah, let's check in with this guy down here just in case there's some follow-up that needs to be discussed. Nope, I'm not going to circle back to anything. That creepy tendril eyeball thing. I mean, Septimus sounds like he's a little bit off. Okay, so I actually don't know the next step of the quest. Okay, we gotta harvest blood. Read the Elder Scroll at the Time Wound. Let's see where it's trying to send me on the map. I just saw the arrow like off the side of the screen, up there on the left. So they want us to go to the Throat of the World. So he was just saying, Septimus was just talking about murders, and I would love to do some of the Dark Brotherhood. I don't actually know how to start it, if it's something we just do, or if it's... something you have to meet someone to get it started. Just don't know. Alright, well, let's, go to the Throat of the World. Did it quick save? It did. Okay.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
I feel like actually I shouldn't be doing this. I should... I know Dragon Lord's telling me not to delay, but I feel like what I should do is delay, go to my house, dump stuff, get my encumbrance down to not right at the edge. Go from there. Let's do a little bit of that. I think I, wonder, there was
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Welcome to War Maidens. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
I thought I picked up a sword that might have been... Okay, he's got 1,100, so let's start selling. I don't know why I'm carrying a hunting bow. I should have dumped that instead of... Got a nightingale blade. I don't know if that's going to count as a dagger, though, and I need daggers for the times 15 damage.
Good doing business with you.
Okay. Let's, see what else we can sell.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, he's got 752. Let's dump that. Let's dump that. Okay.
Do come back.
God, that's such a dirty, such a dirty way to say do come back.
Let me know if you see anything you like. How do you feel? I think you might be sick. Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
I really need to figure out how to not be sick anymore. Okay, so she's not gonna, I'm not gonna sell
Come back
ingredients.
anytime if you need a remedy.
Let's fortify
I
magica.
sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Damage, health, poisons, why not? No, let's not. Ninroot? Yeah,
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Ravage. Resist frost, why not? Nice.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Okay. And I now think I could. My inventory's okay, so I've got some headroom there.
Common and rare. You look. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
She's got 508. Now, see, these are what I crafted, and I can make a little money. Oh, I've got to... Okay, I should just do that. I don't care about that much. Oops, shit, I didn't mean to do all of them, but that's okay. Okay, so we got 8,000 gold, so we're doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
Doing all right there. Let's stop by the house, see if there's anything in the chest that we want to dump. Or pick up, I guess. So, like, I think it was, I don't know if I don't know what I say where, like, I do check out some videos because I'm sure there's things I'm missing. And I thought one...
You're home. Let's play a game.
Not right now.
Aww.
I know I'm a terrible mom. Oop. Hey, goat. Probably don't need this blade shield. Nightingale bow freezes the target and shocks for 7 points. I mean, that could be good. Arm of the sun, arm of the moon. Let's stash those. Store. Oh, quest items. Can't do it. Okay. Let's stash that. Let's stash that. Nope, okay. Makes sense, okay. Okay, so we got that. I'm nervous about dumping books there because I feel like I'm going to need them, and then I feel like I don't need this. I'm going to stash the boots, the hood, that. Honed ancient sword of ice. Stash that. So I feel like there is a weapon that maybe I sold. I think it was like a chill rend sword or something. And just came across as like, yeah, that might be one of the best like swords in the game or something. So I was like, oh well.
Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore.
Okay, so I'm over 100 pounds under encumbrance. Getting some of my coffers filled money-wise. Let's go back to the hilltop there and see what happens. I think had I actually solved the puzzle last time, I would have stopped there anyway, so I don't think I stopped too short of what I was gonna... Because I considered that sort of like one story quest. Now I'm sort of getting into the next bit of it. Now, am I able to just use the Elder Scroll here?
Gormley! Running out of time. The battle!
Dar sulfur se Alduin Hukri. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Know that Stormlight sent you down to death! Hakon! A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Galthor, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrand. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Veldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need
We'll
it.
deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
Tarodis Ani. Him hind paliv. Zuu hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Nivarim Zur. What have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarodis Parthenax. My teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Damn you! It's no use.
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater! By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out! You are banished! We count you out from all our endings unto the last! You are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Those you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
Okay, so let's, magic. Let's add that shout, nope, to our favorites. I should favor all of them. I don't know if I can Dragon Rend. And then let's equip it.
Jur? Zafru!
Did I hit the right one? Nope. Okay, so now let's switch to, where's the Dragonbane sword? Let's get in there. Am I doing anything? So it looks like this makes him land. So it looks like Dragon Rend doesn't kill him, it looks like it just grounds him. I don't think I'm actually hitting.
Bring him to goal with Dragon Rend.
I don't know who's who. I think that's the wrong one. Where's the other one? I think Alduin is darker.
Use Dragon Rend is the only chance.
I don't know if I got him.
Use Dragon Rend. I have feasted on many greater. Hurt while he is grounded.
I wasn't paying attention. That sword's not gonna do it.
My belly is full of the soul.
I don't know if I...
Fellow mortals, Dovak. Die now, and await your fate in Southern
Lost Fault, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
My power has waxed.
I'll hit him with Dragonbane.
Dear, join me or perish with your mortal friends.
Umshrat Kokoran, you never again your defiance. He is too strong on the field. Bring him to gold with Dragon
Hard, Ruthwan Nidarin Shur. You may have picked up.
Am I doing damage? I mean, okay, I'm ticking it away a little bit. Okay, let me quickly heal up. Okay, so I've run out of charges there, so let's switch to my Bow of Shadows. Shit, that was all a travesty. Oops, falling off a cliff here. This actually might be bad. I might not be able to get back up. Yeah. Nope. I wish I could, but seem to have nope, yeah. Let's try that again. I don't know if I need to get away from the bow. I don't know if that Dragon Rend's doing all that, Dragon Rend, the Dragon Bane. So again, let's magic. It's dumb. I should favorite, and we're gonna equip.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow Dovahkiin. Die now and await your fate in Sovngarde.
Lost Foot, you are too late, Alduin.
Sulaki Vulak Parthrna. Dear, join me or perish with your mortal friend. I will feast on your soul.
Never again. Potter.
Ruthwan Nivarin Shur.
Nope, missed.
Use Dragon Rend, Dovahkiin.
Trying.
I will feast on your soul in Sovngarde.
Nope. Let's
You will pay for your defiance.
He is grounded.
I will feast on your soul in Sovngarde.
I mean, I'm chipping away, but I feel like this could go south very quickly. Nope.
I will feast on your soul in
Am I not hitting? Yeah, can I just keep him down? Do I gotta wait for him to...
Now he is vulnerable.
Marsara Ko Sovngarde.
There we go. Critical strike. Let's keep him down. Yeah, I guess I don't need to let him get up in the air.
Dovahkiin, call yourself.
Strike with all.
Ismul Dovahkiin, you have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain. You or anyone else. You cannot prevail. I will you, mortal.
Okay. I talk to him. Let me just double check. Let me double check the quest. Talk to Parthenax, or Arngir, or Espern. So at some point, maybe I...
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory.
Wasn't really a victory since Alduin escaped.
Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Kongrach victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him.
I need to find out where he went.
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies,
All right, the Jarl of Whiterun might not think so.
Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon.
Yes. This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkasayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
All right, now...
Sum Ark Mora.
Okay. So, let me just double check. Did I just block off... I might have just blocked off being able to talk to the Blades. Now... I wanted to go with the Blades, but I can justify... Like, I'm not going to save Scum of that choice, because I think... I can make the sort of internal argument that the Blades had a shot, and their plan didn't work. And so while I sided with the Blades over the college or whatever up here, I could argue maybe I need to take whatever that plan is one step further because it didn't work the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider that part of, say, like the last quest. Like that would have been like the final step of the last main story quest. So what we're going to do now is we're going to continue the main story. We're going to go to the Jarl. And this will be, whatever this will be the next story quest that we're going to tackle as part of our run. And then, when we get through this, we'll open ourselves up to jumping around and doing whatever. Sorry, during the dragon's speech, I took a sip of iced tea and went down the wrong pipe, so I'm a little bit of a train wreck.
Dangerously low. Our stores of meat, wine, and grain are all but depleted.
Purchase more supplies, then. That's your job as steward, isn't it? Why do you trouble me with these details?
My lord, since Ulfric's Stormcloak's uprising, the cost of goods has doubled. I'll need more coin if I'm to provision us properly.
Our coffers are nearly empty. I can scarcely afford to pay the guards, and we need every one of them in these troubled times. You'll have to make do with what we have, Proventus.
Yes, my lord.
I'm so angry I can hardly stand it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the first choice last. I think I need to let's have a little bit of a chit-chat first. I'm not just going to go for it. Why do you think Ulfric killed the High King?
No doubt. He thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep. What is it that you need?
That might be so, but it will never stop me from trying.
Whose side are you on?
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet.
How can you protect Whiterun from the dragons? And then I'm going to have a follow-up question.
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
Part B. Vis-a-vis driving the dragons away, I need to trap one inside your house.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. We don't know each other well enough to be like, I need this. Let me try.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Dragon Reach was built to hold a dragon.
According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test. Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall.
Okay, I need your help.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Yeah, we're very much having a I need the room kind of conversation, so I get everybody taken off, except for this kid who just, they don't know. It's the only way to stop the dragon attacks.
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
The threat is worse than you know. Alduin has returned.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
Let's see. Maybe so, but I plan to go down fighting. What about you? I'm Dragonborn. It's my destiny to stop him. I'm going to go with that.
I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's the only way to fight Alduin before it's too late.
I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Leave that to me. I'll talk to Arngeir about hosting a peace council. Okay.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons and this war into the bargain.
Are you ready to spring the trap on the dragon? I don't think we're ready. Sorry, I was getting a little...
My men will be ready when you are, Dragonborn. You have a truce to arrange first, eh?
All right.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
We'll make this the next story quest that we tackle before we start wandering. I've been fortunate, you know, I don't know if I'm just, you know, the classic movie Airplane, I have a drinking problem. I have stuff go down the wrong pipe. I don't want to say frequently, but I pay attention to it more for different reasons. And one thing I've been lucky not to have happen on recording Black Lodge Trivia Night is getting the hiccups. Because when I get the hiccups, I don't know if this is like an indicator that I've got 7 minutes to live, but when I get a hiccups, it's like all-consuming chest pain, and they last like for 25 minutes, and I can't make them go away. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do.
But, you know what? I should have updated my house. Well, I've got $8 grand. I don't know if I need that money. I feel like I need that money for something. Like if I were just sitting on like 40, 50 grand, you know, maybe go dump 10 into the house and improve it just to see what it does. I think in past playthroughs I've done a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Just looking at my mic, you know, sometimes I wonder, like, you know, these mics, the SE Electronics, they come with a really nice shock mount. And I think most of the time I don't need it, but I always feel like I should be taking advantage of it. Just in case. But it doesn't work. I'd want to tilt it up, and then I should be, there's a lot of little things like my mic technique. Should I have this horizontal and off to the side a little bit and just talking past it, and then I don't have to contort my mouth? But then I tend to look around, and that's what I get nervous about, why I try and keep it right in front of me. The other thing is I keep it right in front of me. And this is, you know, a little how the sausage gets made. I keep it right in front of me because it helps me remember, or not have to remember, my camera framing. So I know that, like, if I put this microphone in the middle, and, you know, because, like, sometimes when you see people on a stream, like, they'll start moving the mic and they'll get over here and they'll start talking, and then, you know, all of a sudden they're, like, halfway off camera. It happens to us all the time. And it helps me remember my camera. It helps me not have to remember my camera framing. It keeps me sort of in the middle, so I have the most flexibility with what I might need to, if I need to crop something or, like looking at my blue screen, there's no edges showing like it goes edge to edge. Kind of wondering how much I could drop the blue screen by. Anyway, but yeah, but sometimes it's little things like that. Like every once in a while, like I'll catch like a little bit of the edge. It's not covered, but it doesn't matter because I've stayed in the middle, so I could crop with no problems. And so that's part of why having my mic like this is useful. But sometimes I wonder, like, could I improve my
Alduin?
My technique a little bit.
Heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yes, but he escaped. I need to find his portal to Sovngarde. So, going back to that fight a little bit, I was thinking about that. Like, Parthenax is telling me, hey, let's strike him now while he's weak. Did Parthenax not know he couldn't be defeated there? Yeah, I don't know.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help. I need to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I'll worry about capturing a dragon, and I need you, I'm going to read that correctly, I need your help to stop the war.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Yeah, you're the Switzerland of Skyrim, I get it. That's why you're important. Jarl Balgruuf won't help me while the war rages.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Both sides respect the Greybeards. They will listen.
Parthenax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Okay, where is Alduin gone?
The old tales say that he can travel into Sovngarde to devour the souls of the dead. You must find out how he does this before he regains his strength and returns.
Okay, you ready to host the Peace Council?
Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to terms.
Okay.
Breath and focus.
I think the other reason why sometimes I get away from the, I'm thinking about it again, like I would have to tilt it vertical and then that's less clearance under the mic. But maybe I tend to bang the microphone. That was something I was, when I would get the SM7B when I was playing around with that, when I would get it positioned in a way that was actually a little better for me in some ways, it was worse when I would talk with my hands and bang into it. Okay, so let's see where we're going. Okay, we have to go up to Solitude. Okay, General Tullius, and where's the other place we're going? Let's start with Solitude. I think I've been up there before. Have I been up here before?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
You know what? You're right.
I've been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks.
Let's drink a potion. I think I have cure disease. Let's do it. I think there's other ways to do it.
But I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safia's way.
I'm nervous that I actually haven't been here before. Again, what I want to do is when I'm going somewhere new, I want to walk to that somewhere new. and I thought they wouldn't have let me just come here.
Silana, you don't seem yourself. Is something the matter?
Oh, yes, sir. I feel many of Solitude's families are having trouble getting by, and the wealthy do nothing to help them.
Your compassion is admirable, but you see, we cannot help them all. The poor must learn from the examples of the gods and raise themselves up.
I respectfully disagree, sir. Stendar and Zenithar may demand
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would not be fast traveling to places I have not yet been.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Is that a character from Battlestar? The, XO? I was at Helgen. I believe we've already met. Let's open with that, just to maybe throw him off balance a little bit.
Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
I was set free. I could have gone anywhere. I came here to fight for the Empire. That's not exactly true.
I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Not sure you belong
He'd be
here,
insane to
citizen.
try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what
Speak with Legate Ricka. She will determine if you are Legion material.
I have a message from the Greybeard. I'm not Legion material, man. I'm going the other way.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me?
They're convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
The dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks right now. I'm going to try persuading, although I think you can make an argument the second choice, the best time to negotiate is from a position of strength, could also be considered a persuade, like we're whether he's actually got the position of strength or not. That is some like Sun Tzu kind of stuff, so I feel like that could have also been a persuasive. So that'll be my backup.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
Yeah, let's use this as our backup.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
Why won't the Emperor send more reinforcements?
Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Altmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes.
You'll come to the Peace Council then?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do. It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man is going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand...
Okay. Part of that done. Again, I feel like I have not been here, and I'm trying to remember if in Oblivion there was much variety in the architecture, because if there was, did that help me remember which town was which? Or was there not, and it was like a smaller world and more manageable? I don't think I've ever been to... There's a Fletcher here as well that I was sort of... Because I'm an archer.
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer.
Bad day.
It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying.
You get a lot of business like that?
Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business.
All right, what do you got for sale?
Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
I'm not gonna lie, what I think I have is pretty badass looking. Just curious what... Okay, do I have anything I can sell? Yeah.
Finally.
All right.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
Man, I am just... All right. It's an apothecary. Where is the Fletcher was on my way into town, so I thought it was pretty close by. Again, like if I go to the map, I wish there was a map of the... Oh, there was somebody up here. Wasn't there somebody that was imprisoned or something? I feel like maybe I have been here before then. You really need it in Daggerfall. But I wish there was a way to get maps of the individual towns in the later games. I don't think Oblivion had it either. But I do wish that was a thing. Daggerfall, you kind of need it just because everything can get so sprawling and turn into such a mess. And, and the graphic fidelity wasn't...
Please, take pity on an old madman.
Wasn't there to always readily distinguish between buildings. But it still would be helpful. I will say when I came out of the castle, I saw the archers doing something off to the side. There was a brief moment where I was about to stand there and watch them because in Crimson Desert, you can sometimes learn skills by watching other people do stuff. So, anyway. Okay, so yeah, I think I've definitely been here because I feel like there's a door underneath this house that I spent some time going in and out of. Okay. Okay, so I didn't cheat too much. But I do wish I could find the Fletcher. I think this is the palace I came out of. Okay, so... whatever. Okay. Let's check the quest really quickly. Here we need to talk to Ulfric Stormcloak. I really want to get the Dark Brotherhood going. Like the Winterhold Mages College stuff. I don't think I've done that quest line in any previous play, so it'd be fun to see what's going on there, but I'm obviously not a mage, and so it doesn't matter, I guess, if I do it or not. Winking Skeever.
If you're heading to the...
Yeah, I know, I've been told I look like shit.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment.
Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Huh. You've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Biren.
Who is Biren?
Feel free to look around. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
Were you at the execution?
No. That was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
We get a little bit of that going on right now in real life.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Okay. So I think... that if I get through this game, like the main quest, and then I start, because there's no reason why you have to stop, obviously. I was just sort of thinking, like, how do you approach a game like this? And the thing I'd want to be careful of is because, like, say, like, you're doing the Thieves Guild, you can get, I think, like, infinite radiant AI quests going on. Like, so it will keep pumping stuff out. And I don't need to necessarily go down that rabbit hole. But I would like the idea...
The moon sugar. It has been too long since I tasted it. You know that our supply is limited. It could be a season or more before we get a new shipment from the south.
I would like to...
Truth in your words. And yet...
see what else is out there that's not just, like, infinitely generated quests. And maybe people out there can tell me what they do. Do you just, like, pick a town and, like, okay, I'm gonna do this town until I feel like I've done this town, and then I'm gonna pick another town? Like, is there... I'm just trying to figure out how do you parse the world so that you can not just feel like you're randomly scattering around the map trying to figure out what to do next? Like, is there a way that people sort of break it down? Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. I was actually looking, I saw the boat and I saw the people outside the town. I was actually kind of wondering if there was like a cart here. I've never taken public transit in Skyrim. I was just kind of curious how it worked. Like, I've done it in Dragon's Dogma 2 and I really like how it works. And so I was just kind of curious what's going on here. So I need to go to Windhelm, and I think I've been to Windhelm before. On my way. Well, let's go to the stables. Part of me wants to buy a horse.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No, I don't hate your people. I could use a little blood. Let's table that until after this discussion. So I was about to say, like, that was just some, like, flat out racist bullshit there. So, no, I don't hate your people.
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Okay, so it looked like the Nords are giving you some trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Why would anyone think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Okay.
Safe travels.
Okay, so Winterhold's a bit of an ugly scene then, in that regard. I like the icicles. I don't think, have we seen that really? Like, when I was up at the College of Winterhold. I can't tell if, do you need to have the stuff on you to craft, or will it pull? It's like you might need to have it on you. And I think I probably determined that at some point. Anyway. Is everything closed up? Yeah. Like, do you get to the point where...
Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing?
So, okay, going into a conversation we were having on the Discord, we talk about CRPGs there a lot, or I do at least, and everyone else has to suffer it.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few seconds.
I wonder how to recharge an item. So we're having a discussion on the Discord, and we were talking about, I think I really enjoyed the discussion. It was about yeah, okay, so I see, okay. And Crimson Desert's, a new game. I've been really, really enjoying it, so it's something, that gets chatted about a bunch. And, we were having a discussion, and, one of the people in our community, they were saying they prefer, the approach to Elder Scrolls games. What I was saying was that Crimson Desert has been the first game in a while.
I ask only for a little charity.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Another? This has happened before?
Will you
Susanna's
spare a few
the third.
coins to help someone
It's always
who's
the
got
same.
nothing?
Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Oh, shit, that's like some Jack the Ripper shit. Are the murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with a war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septums.
Could you use some help?
If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Started blood on the ice.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Another one. Terrible.
Have a gold piece.
Thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Did you see what happened here?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
When someone has to die is a weird way to put it. Did you see what happened here?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
A few septums for my supper is all I ask.
This is a shame.
Did you see what happened?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Okay, appreciate that. I have not heard the took an arrow to the knee. I've not heard it.
Just like always.
Will
Nobody
you spare
saw
a
anything
few coins
useful.
to help someone who's
Bastards
got
escaped
nothing?
again.
There might be more to this, if you'll let me help.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business.
Poor old woman.
If he's willing, then we'll talk.
All right, and I think I need to talk to that person anyway.
Stop by my house of curiosities. I promise you'll see wonders.
So yeah, we were talking about Crimson Desert, and what I was saying is that Crimson Desert is one of the most interesting sandboxes I've played around with video game wise in a long time. And I said this during the Crimson Desert streams, like I'm always on the lookout for, say, like the next Darklands. Darklands is a game from 1992 that has always held a special place in my heart, my gaming history. And if you were to look at it objectively, you don't actually do a ton in Darklands, but it feels like you can walk around and do a ton. And that's sort of the magic of like a really great sandbox experience. Crimson Desert, you can actually, so far, it feels like you can do kind of a ton. Maybe it's not as much as it seems, but at the moment, because I'm only like 20 hours in, it feels like you can do a ton. And it's giving me that sort of same sandbox magic that I haven't experienced in a while. And so we're having this conversation on the Discord, and they said that they prefer the sort of experience of a Bethesda game. And what I really liked about their point was that Palace of the Kings discovered. What they were saying, if I'm remembering correctly, and I deeply apologize if I'm mischaracterizing or missummarizing their thoughts, but the basic gist of it was like, it's not a sandbox. It's a world that you truly inhabit. And some of their examples were if like you put something down, it stays there, right? And it's little touches like that, or you can sort of, this might be me extrapolating, like you buy a house and you start to live there and decorate it, and all of those things, but it's not just like, decorating for decorating's, sense, because I've adopted a kid, and I think I can adopt one more, and I can get married, and there's all these things you can do that are a life lived in the video game, which makes for it's not just a sandbox. It goes way, way, way past that. And where something like Darklands and Crimson Desert is much more of a mechanical sandbox kind of feel, which
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them,
fight or die well.
Our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner?
I'm going to pause this for a second just so I don't lose my... So yeah, so like Crimson Desert, like Darklands in a lot of ways, it's very much a mechanical sandbox where, and Darklands is obviously limited for when it was, but in some ways I thought it was very impressive given when it was. And in Skyrim, the mechanics are all, it's not necessarily as deep, right? Like the combat's meh, but it is really about the stories going on and really embedding yourself in the world in a way that you just don't do in other games. And maybe this is unique. Like, I'm trying to remember, in Oblivion, did I feel that way? Or is it something that's more unique to Skyrim? I've never played Daggerfall, but I'm wondering, like, in Daggerfall, is it just so big that it couldn't feel that way? I don't really know. But it did, but their point, really, this is the first session I played since having that discussion. And I appreciate their perspective, and it's sort of made me rethink how I'm approaching Skyrim at the moment, because that's why I was sort of thinking, like, when you get to, like, how do you parse the world? Not so that you can just checkbox it mechanically, because the mechanics, there isn't that much mechanically to do. It's so that you can really get to know the town and the stories there without losing track of it. And that's a different kind of sandbox experience that I think is part of what makes these games so special, so unique. It's the magic that Bethesda brings to a game. And it's gotten me thinking, should I try Starfield again and meet it more on its terms and see if it can do that? Or is it something that is truly unique to Elder Scrolls? Because I didn't get that vibe so much from Fallout. I've tried Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Fallout 4 I didn't get super far, but Fallout 3, like, it's not that I didn't like it, but it just didn't do whatever these Elder Scrolls games are doing, and I don't know why. Anyway, back to, I was letting their conversation play out because I don't think I've been here before, and I feel like even though it might just be like banter, it feels on point to a degree. Like they're talking about, like, we should take Whiterun. Do we do this? Do we do that?
Are there families?
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Okay. This is the side I wanted to side with, so I'll say yes, sir, and figure out what's going on there.
Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and see where we can best use your talents.
Okay, let's get some background here. At Helgen, they said you shouted the king to death.
Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
How goes the war?
The Empire thinks it holds Valkyrie from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades.
This is still... Let's see what else he says.
The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We'll wrest it from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. We should take Yarmarch. It'll be an important pressure point on the Imperials. We'd be within spitting distance of the capital.
Okay, why are you fighting this war? I think he sort of just answered that, but let's see what he says.
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
Okay. Why'd you kill the High King? Can I do How Goes the War again? Let's see.
I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift.
Still more?
The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim's silver makes them fierce. But rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws.
Okay. Oh, so interesting. Oh, so, it's a resource thing. It's part of why they want to come here for the oil on some level.
Tullius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing.
Okay, why'd you kill the High King?
I killed Torrik to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself?
I'm on this guy's side in principle, but let's ask the question. Some call you a murderer.
I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me. But that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a high king of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrik. He was too privileged and too foolish. More interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country.
Okay. And what of his widow? Doesn't she claim the throne?
Indeed. Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it.
Okay. Do you desire to be the High King?
There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been handpicked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making.
Okay. How'd you become the Jarl of Eastmarch?
My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor.
I have a message from the Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want to negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
I've got what he's looking for, but let me see if the persuade, because sometimes you can get a bump from it. Let me try it.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat.
So you'll come to the Peace Council?
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Okay, so we've got that going. I wanted to really quickly... Let me go to the quest really quickly. I want to... Blood on the Ice. Is Jorleaf here? That's what I want to check. Yeah.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Hey, what can you tell me about Windhelm?
Grew up here. Cold as Atmora, but that just grows the beard sticker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
What do you do for the Jarl?
For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
Looking for work, any leads?
The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
So in my head, this would sort of be like the Radiant AI quest that would never end. In my... Maybe not, but that's what I feel like it. So I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. And you can't clear a quest once you accept it. I've heard about these murders.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Okay.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
I'm glad. Okay, I wanted to make sure I picked up that Jack the Ripper quest, because I feel like that could be... That could be a pretty fascinating side quest. And also, to be fair, I mentioned, like, how do you get the Dark Brotherhood? And somebody mentioned during the interview and during the banter around that, like, or maybe during the actual questioning, like, oh, they're trying to get the Dark Brotherhood's attention, so...
I think I've got a handle on it, but Orichalcum is confusing.
Don't even bother with that one. Leave it to the orcs.
Oh right, that makes sense.
Not quite sure.
Messy metal anyway.
Exactly.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
Yorleaf has granted me permission to aid in the investigation.
All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
So it's not letting me... Okay, so there's the blood. You know what? I think it just autosaved, but just to be sure.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Have you noticed anything strange about the body?
Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
So, the body?
Oh, yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with, Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Yeah, did you have anything to do with this?
I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Okay. It's like a Shrine of Arcade. What does a Shrine of Arcade do? Let me Google that real quick. Shrine of Arcade, Skyrim. The Shrine of Arcade in Skyrim is an interactive altar dedicated to the divine Arcade. It's within the halls of the dead in major cities. Cures all diseases, that's good to know, and increases health by 25 points for 8 hours. Okay, that's good to know. I think I've cured my disease for the time being, but that is good to know that I can pop into something, and if I see something like that, it might help me get better. Okay, so the blood trail keeps going up the stairs, over, up. It leads right to this door. Completed. Examine the crime scene. Get access to... Let me see what the quest says. Get assistance from your leaf. Let me go talk to you. Maybe he can get me in. I mean, I can pick the lock. Please, I can pick the lock. But maybe there's something more interesting. Another way to approach this. It could be more interesting.
Can I help with it? Maybe just the cuirass?
This is more delicate work than you're used to.
I did that engraved piece just this morning.
And that, my friends, is how you fucking saddle up to a table. That guy went like full stance going over that bench. Nice.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Okay, how do I get in there?
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
All right.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Now, going back, the trick I had with Starfield is that I just wasn't getting hooked by anything in the game, which it might be my failing. I have no idea, but I remember I played it for, I think there's 4 sessions up, so I put some time into it.
I didn't touch it.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I think I saw it there.
Okay, I have some questions about your daughter.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
Precious produce today. Buying and selling a wide
Okay, I was trying to help find out who did this. I was hoping you'd help.
I wanted to thank you.
I don't want to force it, like I have authority and need your cooperation, or hey, bitch, you want to find out what happened to your kid? Like, I don't want to do those routes. Let me...
cooking, and after what you and Tova
Well,
have been through,
all right.
it was the least I
What
could
exactly do you need to know?
My little Frigga.
I'd like to investigate her house, but I'll need the key.
Yerim?
And one day,
Well,
out
I'm
of
not sure
nowhere,
what you think you'll
she
find
made the
there,
most
but you're welcome to have a
amazing
look.
soup. She watched
Okay.
while we ate it, and when she saw how much we loved
Again, I could have picked the lock, but I want to do it this way. the more narrative-driven way. Again, going back to what we were talking about in the Seasons of Ghost
Sister a while back. Have you ever
playthrough, where Matt said you can do it like the easy way or the more fulfilling way, and I like the more fulfilling way. So let's see what's going on in here. Now, I wonder if it would have been considered a crime to pick the locks. Like, sometimes you get busted for that, but at the same time, I do have the authority. A lot of blood here. From the marks on the floor, it looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. Beware the butcher. The killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm at these calamitous times, bringing the worst in people don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano. You spot any suspicious behavior. I guess I should take that. What's the butcher's journal? Oh, maybe she was investigating. Plans are coming together swimmingly. I found good sources of bone, flesh, and blood, but thus far, a good sampling of sinew and marrow have escaped me. No matter. The city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candlehearth. Idiot guards showed up at just the wrong moment, and I had to turn about, just out for a stroll, and so forth. There will be other chances, but the time is drawing near. I think back to my time in Winterhold, all the wasted minds up there in the towers. They only explore the magic they already know. I'm discovering new magic here, something deeper than the cantrip shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I am tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proven to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons. Worth the effort. Tonight. Oof. Some dark stuff. Now the question is, can I move the chest? Or is there something behind it I can push? Because it's saying it was moved here recently. Not quite seeing anything underneath it or behind it. Let's see what else we can... Okay, this perfectly good wardrobe was left behind for some reason. Okay, that wardrobe's nailed to the wall, which... Shit. Investigate small shelf. The shelf is filled with more of those butcher flyers from around the city. One pile looks misshapen. Read Beware the Butcher. Okay, same... Oof. What's going on here? I hope they kept a journal. Oh, shit. The altar is built to some unknown magic. It looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. "17 tendons and assorted ligaments, 173 fragments of bone for assemblage, approximately 4 bucketfuls of blood, Nord preferred, 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh, 12 yards of flesh before cutting. Star scrying to the edge of the ice mine, look to the lights where the souls dance, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under most skillful hands." Translation from Aldmer text, as interpreted by the Eyelids and first transcribed by Altmer, provenance and authority unknown. Soon. Is there something under there? Yeah, like now I'm just disrespecting these poor victims. Tripping over their body parts. All right, let's see if there's anything... Well, it's telling me to leave. I don't know if it's just because... done in here, but let me check upstairs at least since I'm... Okay, the chair is stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. As I say, it seems like it's stacked. Okay, let's check the quest. Look for clues. That's still open. There are some other rooms I can check still. Or are there? I thought I... I can't move the chair, so that's like... I can't see if there's something underneath it. I'm nervous that it's stacked up there to get to that rafter, and I missed whatever it is I'm supposed to see. Okay, so I checked everything in here. Did I miss anything in here? Take basket. No, I don't want to take the basket. I've searched the altar. I've read the journal. Don't want to take the bucket. All right, well, let's see if I'll head out. Actually, before I do that, let me clear everything else and see where it might point me. Does it still point me?
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Grew up here. Lot of history in these walls.
So,
We're trying
okay.
to make some more.
It's telling me
Lucky time to be alive.
this is who I should talk to.
Terrible shame what happened to those women.
But there's nothing else to go on for now. Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pause this for now. Get back to what I was doing, which was the main story quest. Because I need to tackle one need. I want to tackle one per one per session, and I haven't yet done that. And we're already 2 hours in. So let's go back to the quests. But we'll get back to this. Blood on the ice. Somehow I missed a clue, and I think that's the problem. So let's go back to this. Candlehearth Hall. They did mention that in...
my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
They mentioned that that's one of the victims where they're trying to grab was coming out of there.
We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
Okay. Why is it called that?
Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs?
Nope.
It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
Where can I learn more about magic, although I think I know the answer?
Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do.
Okay.
Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is we're going to head out. We're going to do the next part of the quest. So let's get out of town here. And then before I fast travel, let's... Most Nords of Skyrim. Okay, let's... Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take our first break. We've gone for a couple hours. We'll pause here for a minute. We'll take our first break, and then I'll be back, and we'll get right back to it. So, back in just a sec. Okay, so we're back from our first break.
Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
And we're going to go to the map, and we're going to, I guess...
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Horses catching strays? I don't think horses ever... Oh, a cart. Let's try... ooh. Let's see how this works. Can I... Okay, so this might not be, like, part of the fast travel system. Let me see if they've got anything here to say about how to do it.
Need a ride?
Let's see, I'd like to hire your carriage, or what can you tell me about Windhelm?
It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse.
I don't know what's the right side of this conflict. The Imperials seem like they're just sort of overstepping, but the other side of it, the Stormcloaks, they seem super racist. I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go? Let's just go to Whiterun.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Okay. All right, so that's how it works. I've never done it before. There we go. That's how it works. There it is. Okay, so again, if you have not played Dragon's Dogma 2, the way it works in that is you hire the carriage, and you don't hire the carriage. You sort of like you're getting on a bus. You book passage. Oops, nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. I want to go to the map, and then I want to go to the world map, and then I want to... Are we going up top here? Is that what's next? I think it is. And then you get into the carriage, and then the carriage travels. And you can ride the whole time and watch. And it's a little bit like a Red Dead Redemption 2 thing where like you're just sort of sitting there watching the world go by. It's, it's sort of in my mind, it's a pretty immersive little touch that's, even though it takes time, it's nice. But if you don't want to do that, what they offers is like, hey, do you want to take a nap? And if you take a nap, then it'll sort of fast forward time. But you can have encounters en route from where you're going to where you're going, and it tends to be like the carriage gets attacked by a troll or something, but you wake up for it, and it really, we were talking about like worlds and systems and being immersed. It really is a very immersive way to fast travel. I really like it. All right. And here I don't begrudge them what they did because it makes the clearest design sense. Like you just fade out, you fade in as another fast travel point.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
This was the only... don't worry, I'll get them to agree to peace.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So I just... I just saw something pop up on my phone.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
If it were up to you, the Dragonborn would sit dreaming on this mountain doing nothing.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
So I just saw something pop up on my phone. It's like a YouTube, I don't know if it's a short or what, it's a little notification. And I watch, because I do Lord of the Rings online, I watch Aubrey the Weird One's channel, and some for news and updates, and I hope I'm subscribed because she does updates and stuff. And it says, I don't poop in the shower, and I'm starting to think I might not understand how YouTube works. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like her channel. I sometimes watch the streams. I appreciate that, she's definitely a fan of Lord of the Rings online. I think it seems like she's more of a fan of Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is a game I've always meant to get into, but I just haven't. But yeah, that just caught me off. Like I was, because I've got kids, so like a phone does something, you're like, okay, what's going on? The reason why I'm able to do this right now I think I'm doing a little better, but if going back to the beginning of this stream, I was like a little bleary-eyed because it was like 8 a.m. on a Saturday after I stayed up stupidly late, having a wonderful time continuing Gloomhaven, the digital edition. So yeah, you got to keep an eye on your phone if something's happening.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit of...
by bringing her to this negotiation. Your chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
Oh, shit. Holy shit, they're assholes. Okay, what's the harm? Besides, Tullius doesn't really want her here either.
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Okay, let him have his way on this. He'll have to give ground later.
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
Exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
Temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough! First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Riften Winterhold. Riften is a den of thieves and sewers, so let's try that.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard what she said, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it have to do with a...
He's right about Alduin. We both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do. We want compensation for the massacre at Anga's mill.
You slaughtered them. The women, the children. You butchers!
That's a lie! My legionnaires are disciplined, unlike your...
compensation every time a farm gets burned in a war that you started, do you, Ulfric?
What say you, Dragonborn?
Okay, so... They didn't seem happy with Riften. I'm gonna say, yeah, compensation. Let's go for it. I'm trying to balance it out.
Yes. Do you hear that, Tullius? The blood of the innocent cries out for Wergild. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thangvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Empire will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Anga's mill. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up. I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all?
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
How does that help us?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Why would he come when called?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Okay, so what's the dragon's name?
Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last. There's one more thing. We know about Parthenax.
Wait, you know what?
Parthenax, the dragon that the Greybeards have been protecting for all these years. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as Blades if we continued to help you.
Okay. What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Yeah, about Parthenax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Why does he need to die?
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
Okay. So I think I was just sort of, after I made my choices, I quickly Googled it. Apparently you can get a more neutral outcome. Apparently, if you want like a truly neutral outcome, the first step is to kick the elf out. Second step is trade Markoth for Riften, which I did, and then grant the compensation. So I don't know. I didn't kick the elf out, so that didn't favor the Stormcloaks. I did say Riften for Markoth, but I didn't know anything. I thought Winterhold was actually more important. What do I know? But I could see now, if you look at the map, I could see why. Winterhold obviously is way up here, wouldn't really accomplish, but I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought that was Winterhold. Yeah, it's way up there. So I could see how strategically that's kind of useless as opposed to Riften, which is here probably in the parts of the world connecting back to the mainland. So I get that. But I did choose to believe the Stormcloaks when it's like, hey, there was a slaughter here, we need to deal with it. So Parthenax, man, I don't know what to do, because I feel, so here's what I feel like. She makes the argument that He betrayed the people we're trying to kill. And so how do we know Paarthurnax won't betray us? And they're right. And if this were like the mob and you wanted to make sure nobody ratted and you clean house, I sort of get that. But if you're fighting for a better world, is it worth the risk to believe Paarthurnax can change? And there's a reason why Paarthurnax betrayed Alduin. And do you give Paarthurnax the benefit of the doubt? I don't know. There's no right answer, obviously. There's a logic to taking Paarthurnax out. Just, for the safety. Okay. The Jarl of Whiterun has agreed to help me trap a dragon in Dragon's Reach. I've learned to shout, which is the name of one of Alduin's allies, which should serve him... which should serve to bring him to the Dragon Reach courtyard so I can trap him there. Then I can interrogate the dragon and learn the location of Alduin's lair so I can finish him off once and for all. So that is the next story quest. And what that means is that for now we have done our story missions for this session. Blood on the Ice. I'm looking at Blood on the Ice Skyrim because I want to make sure there wasn't something in the... Okay, talk to the guard near the body, talk to Yorleaf, did that, talk to the guard, talk to witnesses, follow the blood trail, get the key, pick up the butcher journals, and there's a strange amulet. Okay, so that's what I missed. So that's why I wanted to Google it really quickly, because I didn't want to just sit here for 45 hours, what did I do? We're going to go back to Blood on the Ice, because that was very fascinating. We're going to go to the map. We're going to fast travel to Solitude, which I don't remember where it is. Was it in Windhelm? I thought it was in Nope, it was in Windhelm. Yep. So yeah, I just want to make sure I didn't, clearly I missed something, so. Is this guy going to bring me in?
Nils, I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
So, I want to take my time. There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
I did that engraved piece just last month.
This is the royal armor last.
So yeah, so there is a neutral outcome, I think, in that quest, the negotiations. But what that negotiation made me wonder, and I doubt that this ever occurred to... I probably said in some capacity on this channel multiple times, I'm more of a low fantasy kind of fan.
Need something?
So... I wonder if there's a version of this story that doesn't involve the dragons at all. I wonder if there's a version of this story which is the Stormcloaks and the Imperial. The Imperials are there, trying to put down a rebellion. The Stormcloaks have just reason to rebel, and you go from there. You know what? I keep bitching about how there's no local... There is a local map. Why am I... there's very much a local map, and I've been... Why do I not use this more? Okay, that's where I'm going. I'm so dumb. I wish I knew how to get around local. Jesus. And it's the thing I keep turning off because I'm I don't want to look at this. Oh my goodness. Well, at least I haven't played this game for 100 hours in different versions and... Tired, I'm old. I'm not... I'm losing it. I am losing it. So let's see if, because I don't think I picked up, I don't know if I picked up, I don't remember picking up an amulet. At the same time, I don't know where to look for the amulet. Feels like it would be in here. I just don't know where. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick search for this amulet. If I don't find it, I'll just make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, nothing there. Although I do feel like I did not check that. Sit in the chair just in case it offers us perspective. What were they looking at? Why was this? So my fear is that the amulet is something to do with why the chairs are on the bed weird. And I can't figure out... I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's... Blood on the ice. Okay, so I can't find the amulet. Okay, so it's under a pile of butcher's notes. So they were saying that it was, you know, one of the butcher's notes was slightly askew. I thought I clicked on it. But maybe not. Like, I know it let me read. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. This one looks more slightly askew than that. That's why... Okay, there we go.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
All right, can you tell me anything about the butcher?
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
All right, thank you.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see this kind of game without the dragon threat, and it's just like, look, there's two factions vying. You know, and maybe the end goal is how do you find peace in Skyrim? It's sort of like Ultima 6 in that way, where, you know, you have the gargoyles and you have the humans, and you think the gargoyles are the bad guys the whole time, and then you have to figure out how is this going to proceed. You know, I think that could be a really interesting kind of story from my perspective.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Yeah, let's get some more info on that.
Captain Lonely Gale has been avoiding me. I just know it.
All right, what can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Okay, why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own?
How can the rest of the people not care?
Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives.
Let's get to it. I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
Sounds like a necromancer has been experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years. As long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Okay. Okay, so that's the candle. So I got two options. I can get assistance. I'm going to follow up on the House of Curiosities and then get all the info I can, then go to back to Yorleaf. But yeah, I mean, is there a story that's possible where, like, you have these two factions, they're both deeply flawed, and you have other reasons to figure out how to get them to the table? Like, do you, like Star Wars Outlaw style, like, do you earn, like, favor with factions until they both, like, okay.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
And then, you know, is there, like, a delicate balancing act that you have to put out there? Like, you can't help either side too much, but you gotta help them enough to curry favor. I don't know. What do you know about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Okay, follow up on the clues, talk to Yorleaf. Shouldn't the court mage have it? I think I'll hold on over that. Let me ask him, why not have it go back to the court mage?
Woundford? Bah. It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Okay, let me hold on to it for the time being.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. The Wheelstone? Have you decided to sell it yet?
Not yet.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Okay, so now let's check back in with the chief and see what they have to say.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true, but Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All of that's creepy. Aventus. I mean, it's right there, right? That's who they said. The Aretino?
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Her father...
Well, I've been dying to know how to get into the Dark Brotherhood, so, let's give this a shot.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear.
It's a child?
Grow on, you old crone! You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
Do you wish to summon the Dark Brotherhood? So what I was about to say is I usually play characters, like good characters, right? But the Dark Brotherhood questlines are usually so interesting that I don't want to miss it. So I guess with that I go a little more lawful, chaotic, or I don't know. You wish to see someone dead? Pray, child. Pray and let the Night Mother hear your plea. You must perform the most profane of rituals, the Black Sacrament. Create an effigy of the intended victim assembled from actual body parts, including a heart, skull, bones, and flesh. Encircle that effigy with candles. The ritual itself must then commence. Proceed to stab the effigy repeatedly with a dagger rubbed with the petals of nightshade, while whispering this plea. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Then wait, child, for the dread Father Sithis rewards the patient. You will be visited by a representative of the Dark Brotherhood. So begins a contract bound in blood. I'm going to take it. Kid doesn't need that.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me. You've come at last! I knew you would!
No, are you all right?
It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood!
I'm not going to lie to him. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm not who you think.
Of course you are! I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract!
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The head mistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Hmm.
Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
So, even people in prison know that if you mess with kids... Oops, I didn't jump. Yeah, you don't get to mess with kids. Why am I not jumping? Huh. What's the dragon shout? Whirlwind sprint. Let's activate that. Not that there's any, I was just curious why this was here, since you can't really access it. So if you run an orphanage, then you're sort of surrounded by kids that you can mistreat, then yeah, that's not cool. So I don't have to feel too morally gray about this first contract.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not
We've
much of a
intercepted
strategist,
couriers from
but Lord
Solomon.
Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
Great deal of pressure.
I believe the killer is Woundfirth, the Unliving.
That's quite an accusation.
He's not with
I
us.
assume you have proof?
He's against us.
We have evidence of necromancy and found his amulet.
I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
Disgrace would make a more powerful state.
Completed Blood on the Ice. Nice. So we solved a serial killing.
Start this war in earnest then.
Now I wonder if he's going to go get him now. Should I follow? See what happens?
King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarl.
You're coming
Whoever
with
we
me.
replace them with.
We're finally going to arrest the butcher.
Yes, sir.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city
So some theories behind Jack the Ripper are that the reason why he was never formally arrested, even though some people might have suspected someone, is because he was like a doctor to royalty or something like that. Seem to have gotten jammed up in the hallway here. And again, this is, nobody actually knows. But that was a theory. Like, it was a doctor, it was like the prince's doctor or duke's doctor, or maybe the doctor was a duke himself. And so, yeah, it was too scandalous to follow through on. So this is mimicking that potential theory.
You're under arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall, and Frigga Shattershield, and all the rest. We are wise to your scheming, you coward.
Has the whole city lost their brains? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself.
Make your excuses from the Bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to come with me.
This isn't over.
Should catch up. Okay, so it said I solved the quest, but did I really? Or was... Was the mage's claims accurate? Like he's been actually trying?
Let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of...
But there's also, this little beat we're having here is also a testament to, you know, the discussion I was mentioning earlier on the Discord about how Skyrim is a world that you truly immerse yourself. It's not just a mechanical sandbox, right? Like, the fact that this person gets arrested and then they actually have the person walk to a prison cell, you know, that's not a mechanical sandbox. Like, you don't have to do that to accomplish the end result. You can just have them fade out, fade in, whatever you want to do. But, yeah, again, like, I really enjoyed that discussion on the Discord because it's got me to, like I said, this is the first time since, you know, they described it that way, and it's really gotten me to sort of think about it a little bit differently. You know, the two types of sandbox and how I was drawn toward that mechanical one that was in Darklands and Crimson Desert now. But I wasn't, I think, fully appreciating what this immersive narrative sandbox can really deliver. Because, you know, I've complained about, like, oh, the combat doesn't feel great, and that's why I'm a stealth archer and blah. But I'm selling short just how special the experience is, what it does offer. And now by the time this video comes out, that conversation will be long in the past. You know, there's, like I said multiple times, there's a real delay between when I record and when I post, especially for these. Because of, you know, needing to be on camera, needing blocks of time where, you know, there's nobody around, get some solitude. Can I talk to this guy now?
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Well, what I've heard you can do is you can dismember people as a serial killer. So I don't know if we want to rethink that answer, but I want to train in destruction magic.
Mind what or who you practice this on. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
And so there you're also seeing this seam of a narrative sandbox, right? You know, you would think he might be pissed that he's in jail if he's innocent and would be proclaimed. Even if he wasn't innocent, he'd be like, they got the wrong person. How dare they do that? Don't they know who I am? All that kind of stuff. But at some point, like, you can't handle every scenario. And then somebody's like, well, generative AI can. And I'll be like, oh, God.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure.
Okay, so let's head to Riften now. And, let's see what's going on there with the orphanage.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A letter from a friend. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Laura Palmer. You caused a bit of a stir in Aretino's residence when you demonstrated the power of your Thuum. Not everyone is anxious for the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talent. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. Is that because I did the shout? Like, You should turn your attention to Engarvund. I understand it holds a mysterious source of power that can be only unlocked by the Dragonborn. Huh. It's really cool that they're able, like the last time I used my dragon shout was in that, jump that gap. And I really respect that it called that out where I did it, like all the detail. And again, that's like the, the beauty of like the Radiant AI systems, like, for all the wonkiness that they might, especially like in the original form in Oblivion, like it might bring about, it's some really cool potential. In my mind, it's a little bit like the Nemesis system, but for stories, and the Nemesis system was sort of like an evolution of that to some degree. The patent on that must, I wonder if that's ever, is that patent going to expire in my lifetime, or am I going to be just resigned to never seeing it again? I can't believe I sit here bitching about not having a local map when I had the local map the whole time. Okay, I want to go to Riften. I should probably, So one thing that's nuts is that, okay, so I can't tell if you can hear, but right here I get, whenever I walk by here, I get, force feedback. I don't know if there's something below me. Anyway, Blackbriar's the new Jarl. That's
The Greybeards have arranged a truce
nuts.
between Stormcloaks and Imperials. But how long can such a thing last?
Not of my
I think this is the orphanage here. Let me just mark that.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelin.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelin. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
So that punching the mic is why sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't rotate the mic vertically and blah, 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 blah.
Constance!
Yes, Grelod.
I can't abide Samuel's constant talk of his parents. They're coming for me. This is only temporary. The boy must accept his fate.
I'll handle it. No need to blow things out of proportion.
It's like I was never there. All right. So what does that do? Okay, so I go back and tell... Okay, so while I'm here, though, let me just check in. I never actually talked to the Jarl here to begin with.
Come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes.
All hail the Dragonborn.
They involved the dragon before it departed.
I want you to speak to plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also
In
taken
honor
the
of your
liberty
service
carrying
in
a private
battle,
carriage.
I am hereby granting you permission to... Good. If Riften should fall,
To what?
it's only right that its leader be spared. The throne suits me, don't you think?
Man, what a dirty deal we brokered to put her in power, huh?
My title is just a formality. I've always been
There's
in
still
charge
the matter
around
of the
here.
prisoner to discuss. Now, his family is willing to contribute handsomely if we release him.
The execution will proceed as planned.
But mother, this
What do you need?
quite a sizable contribution, and the crime doesn't befit such a harsh punishment.
Are you
Seeing
going
as how Riften is home to the Thieves Guild,
Perhaps I made the
maybe we
wrong
can work
choice
something
in
out if you have
starting
trouble with the law, for the right price.
The execution will proceed as planned. Divine smile on you, friend.
Blackbriar has a pleasant.
The Blackbriars have been instrumental in keeping Riften on the map. Before the meadery was opened almost 50 years ago, this town was nothing. A simple waypoint for those journeying on to Morrowind. But now, thanks to my mother's generosity, this city is making its mark.
Okay, I'm gonna...
You do well to
Okay, so
remember who's in
Blackbriar's
charge
just as awful of a leader as you would expect. The execution will be going ahead as planned. But Mom, the bribes. I know, but still. The uncalled for execution will occur. Okay, so we need to get back to the boy. Okay, so it's right behind me, and I'm going the wrong way. So I want to go... It's right there. Okay.
Well, Growhub the Kind. Is she, you know?
She's dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again.
Okay. Aretino family heirloom added. Now, did I still have, yeah, can I set... Okay, so I'm gonna go straight into the left. Okay, because I just wanted... Can I sell the amulet, or was it given over as evidence? I didn't go left yet. Okay, is this it? Yeah, let's see. I mean, if he's gonna give us 500 gold for it, we might as... I mean... The investigation's over. We might as well get paid.
Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure.
How did you assemble this collection? Looks like selling's off the table, though.
My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old.
Okay, you mentioned a tour.
Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection.
Sure.
Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen. These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak?
Now that tool is sort of similar to the one that was used by the serial killer.
Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death.
I saw blank pages.
Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my, I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I?
I mean, that would have been funny.
And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon.
All right. So, one of the very lucky things... Nightingale's Facts or Fiction. I can tell you, we are facts, baby. One of the many ways in which I'm very, 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 very lucky in my life is that my wife's family has always vacationed in Cape Cod. Like, you know, far on the, you know, outer Cape. And I've had the privilege of spending a lot of time there. And they have like little museums where like the locals will give you the 10-cent tour. And it's always like a very... like there's like a lighthouse and they'll tell you a little bit about it, or there's like this and they'll tell you a little bit about that, or they have like this demonstration of how like a rescue boat might have worked at some point, and like the locals will narrate you through the process. And that interaction there just gave me that vibe, and I thought that was pretty cool. That is pretty cool too. Let's go see what that is. Obviously, not the dragon, that statue up on the hilltop there I'm a little curious about.
That's your best,
Didn't save them. I want to hit the guy. What's so interesting about this is that it's not like search traveler. It's search like a named NPC. Like, does that mean that they actually had stories and things that now I can never... There was a bodyguard, like... Were they under arrest? Like, was there a whole story to that? That I now am shut out of because... I didn't save them in time from the wolf? Is that Radiant AI stuff where they would just sort of be created and populated and... I have no idea. Read the Talos mistake. Shrine of Talos. Let's see what that does. Shrine of Talos. Skyrim. Reduces the cool time between dragon challenge by 20%. So I already have that. Does it stack with the amulet, or is that just a... So yeah, I've got so many quests that I'm not getting to. Do I kill Parthenax? I don't feel good about that, I gotta say. Okay, at the Sky Temple ruins, I found the body of a mage who was attempting to obtain 3 sigil stones to restore her magical items. Unicorn, first lessons. Oh, that's the Winterhold. Let's do this. Let's go back to... Let's go back to my home base. In Whiterun. Let's see if we have anything to sell. Maybe I've got 8 grand.
Looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Mysterious note. Let's, I need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you. Is that new? We know. Okay, is it... Let's, you know, since it's nice time... I could wait, but let's, might as well... I guess you get, like, an experience bonus or something if you sleep.
Mama, you're back! Can I get a few gold to spend?
Of course.
Please? Thanks!
Giving him like 1,000 gold feels... irresponsible. Okay, so let's sleep until... 12 hours is 10. Let's do 10 hours. You don't look rested. Oh.
Sleep well?
Oh, I'm not. Oh. What? Where am I? Who are you?
Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod,
Oh, you know about that.
Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight... problem.
A problem?
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
Okay, you want me to murder someone else. Who?
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire.
Remain silent.
Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
So, I didn't expect this.
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you.
Who are you?
My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go?
Why would someone pay to have you killed?
What? Oh, God. I don't want to die.
Don't be afraid. You can tell me.
Okay, well, I guess it's possible. I've been selling my sword arm for years now. Killed a lot of people. Could be someone wanted revenge. But you're not going to kill me, right?
Okay.
What did I do?
These things off of me.
Whatever it is, I'm sorry.
Who are you?
None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face.
Okay, why would someone pay to have you killed?
Excuse me. What kind of question is that?
It's all right. Just tell me what I need to know.
I'm a woman living in Skyrim with 6 children and no husband. I don't have the time or the patience to be nice. Do some people look down on me? Have I made some enemies? You're damn right. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot.
Who are you?
No worries.
Out of
This is not
here.
the first time I have been bagged and dragged. Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder.
Why would someone pay to have you killed?
Me? Are you serious?
You can tell me.
The real question is, would someone pay to have me killed again? A day goes by without someone trying to cut me in the street. I get disappointed. Tell you what.
None of your damn business who I... Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now... would spit right in your face.
Okay, so he introduced himself as a defiler of daughters.
I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed.
I'm sure they all could have reason to...
Let me out of here!
The conniving Khajiit. Cat like that was sure to have enemies. It's no wonder you chose him.
All right. So who was it? Who had the contract?
Oh, no. Don't you understand? Guilt, innocence, right, wrong, irrelevant. What matters is I ordered you to kill someone, and you obeyed.
So I'm free to go?
Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Nice. So yeah, usually, like I said, I play pretty lawful good characters, but the Dark Brotherhood quest lines are always really interesting. I have never, like I said, I played this game before. I've dipped my toe in a lot of different areas. I have never encountered the Dark Brotherhood. I was about to say the Nightingales. It's all like dark, but yeah, I've. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stop here, and next time. I had the College of Winterhold. I was like, oh, I'll start dabbling in that and, see what those quests are like. No. We'll take care of our story quests, and then I'm going all in on the Dark Brotherhood. I mean, yeah, I was hoping to find it. I didn't know how to do it. I'm glad the two people just were talking out loud for no reason. And, yeah. Oh, I'm really, really looking forward to this, the next session. Man, I wish I had more. I wish I had more time. Because this just got really interesting. Yeah. Huh. Do these boats mean anything, or are they just decorative? So, okay, I'm gonna stop. Let me just see really quickly. Enter the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. I think the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary... Is it not this shack? Where am I? Oh no, I'm way up there. So the Dark Brotherhood shack's gonna be way down to the southwest. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty far. But we'll figure that out next time. So... I'm very excited for the next session. I hope I can record it pretty soon. So thanks again to everybody. Check this out. Obviously, I'm Arth. This is Black Lodge Trivia Night. Even though this is a CRPG Let's Play, we're mainly an actual play RPG tabletop channel, podcast, whatever. If you're watching this, you've already found us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, click the notification. We genuinely appreciate everybody who checks our stuff out. For audio versions of, a lot of the stuff, just search for Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get your podcasts. We should show up. We got a Discord. I was mentioning it earlier where we were talking about Crimson Desert's sandbox, mechanical sandbox versus Skyrim's more narrative. Got that going on if you want to jump in. Regardless, yeah, thank you for everybody who checks this stuff out, and I very much hope we'll be back soon. Well, it's going to be a regular schedule, but I hope I get to record again soon in Skyrim because I want to do some Dark Brotherhood, so... Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.